Most of us assume that the events we experience in our lives occur at random, but in actuality, everything happens for a reason. In this video, we're going to take a look at an example of this premise in action and explore precisely why that is. Stay tuned. A couple of years ago, my teenage nephew bought an expensive new stereo system for his vehicle, and, as today's youth have learned to do, quickly turned to social media to boast of his new acquisition. As fate would have it, within a few days of my nephew making public his new material possession, someone broke into his vehicle and stole it. My nephew lived with my parents at the time. When my parents learned of what had happened, they reacted by purchasing a new home security system to monitor the exterior of the house, including the area of the driveway and any cars contained within it. Now, by stating this, I don't mean to suggest that my parents are bad or that they did the wrong thing. Labels such as bad and wrong are judgments that only serve to steer us away from the truth. Instead, I share this story to illustrate how my family and many others in our world today tend to miss the mark. For you see, everything in our reality happens for a reason. Through the process of enculturation and social conditioning, we have been taught to assign non-meaning to the events of our lives. We've learned to view our circumstances through the lens of randomness, operating under the assumption that things just happen to us. If you'll excuse the expression, the popular phrase, shit happens, comes to mind, a collective acknowledgement that bad things seem to happen to people for no apparent reason. But this couldn't be further from the truth. When we set aside our bequeathed biases, those presuppositions handed down to us by those who have come before, and take a new look at our world from a neutral place within, we're able to see that there is something deeper at work behind the scenes, something mystical, magical, and profound. In the case of my nephew's experience, the stereo system was taken from him for a reason. It was my nephew's ego that goaded him into bragging to others about his new material possession. And we are here on earth for the purpose of learning to transcend our egos, to awaken spiritually and align with our true, authentic selves. Had my nephew been taught by those around him to look within himself and seek deeper meaning from life, he may have seen the concealed blessing hidden within the guise of this unpleasant event. In other words, the incident was intended to provide my nephew, and likely my parents as well, with an opportunity to wake up to the truth about what is really happening in our realm, and to wake up to the truth about themselves as well. As a non-judgmental side note, my father works for a company that sells security systems, while my mother works for an insurance provider, both industries that operate under the pretense of fear and loss. This observation seems concurrent with the present state of their consciousness, something from which I one day hope they awaken. So, in conclusion, everything that we experience happens for a reason. When we let go of the pre-canned narratives we hold and operate from a place of non-bias internally, that reason begins to become clear to us. We are not here for the reasons we have been told. We are here to grow and to evolve spiritually. We are here to transcend our egos, to find and align with our true, authentic selves, and ultimately to level up our consciousness.